the right way around. I know this from personal experience, of course, because a while ago I had a vision that I was going to build my wife, indeed the whole family. I was going to build a beautiful combination bed come table of a kind that I'd seen in Uzbekistan. And I thought that I'd better acquire the skills. I thought I'd better train myself up to become a carpenter. And so I did. I enrolled secretly at a college of further education in London. And after 3 weeks of labour in this college, I basically, all I could produce was a kind of disfigured lump of wood, which looked like was meant to be a mortise and tenon joint, and I gave up in despair, because it was perfectly obvious to me that I was not, well, it would take me years and years and years of solid training, before I was remotely competent to build an Uzbek bench come table. And as I gave up, I thought how much more I would have learned if I'd actually had the opportunity to work with someone who understood how to make an Uzbek bench come table. And actually had to do that for a living. And if I'd been able to watch that person and to pick it up and to have the spirit of competition that is, I think, at the core of apprenticeships. What's it really all about? It's about learning from other people, but it's about thinking that you could, secretly thinking you could do it as well, isn't it? And see if you think you might do it better. What's the secret of this Alan Sugar thing, or his apprentice thing? Everybody secretly knows he's a very rich man, but I mean, how did he do it? He built these computers which always break. Secretly, and this weird fax machine that never works. And everybody secretly. Sorry, this is not to be. Broadcast to my friend down. Excellent Labour peer. But everybody secretly is, well, maybe I could do that, and that is the vital thing. Because you think when you're with someone, you're learning from them, that you could be at least as good as them. And I think apprenticeships down the years have turned people into geniuses. Look at it, Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh, famous artist, now on show somewhere, isn't he? And if he hadn't signed up as an apprentice in an art gallery, maybe he wouldn't have turned into Vincent van Gogh. You know that. Henry Ford was an apprentice machinist before he became the inventor of what? Model T Ford, amongst other things. And that's why I absolutely, passionately believe that this is the way forward for us in London. And we have a problem, as everybody knows, of unemployment, rising youth unemployment. 1 in 5 young Londoners are unemployed. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for business in London. 80% of businesses in London that take on young apprentices find that they deliver value, they increase their productivity, they increase their profits. So it's good for the businesses, and that's the key message I'd like to get across today. And that's why we're doing it in the GLA group, the group that I run with Pam Chesters, who's here. We have taken on, in the London Authority, we've taken on 748 apprentices at the last count. We're going up to 3,000 across the entire group, including Transport for London. Delighted to see representatives of the great new bike hire scheme here. Where are they? Well done. In fact, there's going to be jobs, folks, jobs in peddling those bikes back uphill. Because great. All the evidence is that people, and jobs also in repairing them and preventing the British public from nicking them. We're all going to stop them nicking our bikes, aren't we? Yes. Good. And there are huge economic benefits from this. And I speak when I was an employer in the private sector, as I was, like many of you here, I know how much value it added to my company, which was a small magazine called The Spectator, and I ruthlessly used to get young people in to come and write my articles free. And we paid them something. That is a key point. It is vital that employers understand the value of the apprentices they have on their books, and the only way to understand that value is to, of course, to pay. And I hope that Jeremy is in agreement with that. So I just want to thank you for having me along. I want to congratulate all the employers, all the colleges, everybody involved in this enterprise. And in particular, I want to congratulate our full support to lead London out of recession. Congratulations on what you do. You have our full confidence and support, and in the words of Alan Sugar, you're hired. Thank you.